All right, we're back here at our 2025 Volleyball Media Days for Etowah County. We have the Gadsden City Titans in with us now. And Coach, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, and then if the young ladies would like to introduce themselves as well.
Sure, I'm Amanda Lewis.
I'm Nala Franklin.
I'm Coley Webb. I'm Ansley Mack. And I'm Mallory Davenport.
All right, Coach, I'll start with you. It's been a few years now that you've taken over. You've had the program. We've seen the program rise, the numbers rise, and the young ladies. Take us through from when you took over at Gadsden City to what we will see this year coming up with the Gadsden City Titans in volleyball.
Yes, it's certainly been a process. I think a lot of it has to do with just the development and understanding the importance of that development, and not just coming out there for tryouts and then that being the first step in the door of playing volleyball. We've really been diligent about getting into our middle schools and getting them involved in the program early and trying to reach out to those sixth graders. The past few years we've been doing some developmental clinics, and that just introduces some of the younger girls that otherwise wouldn't touch a ball until really they're in middle school or high school. It's been really beneficial for us to have some clutch teachers at all the middle schools that help identify those athletes in the hallways too, to try to gauge their interest and get them into the gym earlier.
Coach, you just hit on something that's very important. Catching youth when they're coming up, have the potential to play, but also once you do get them interested in coming out for volleyball, how do you develop those skills? Because I see it in basketball all the time. People have broken jump shots from doing things incorrectly as a youth, and it stays with them. How do you develop the correct skills as they come through?
A lot of that has to do with the continuity of our coaches. This year we've been very blessed to have such a great coaching staff, and we all try to use the same kind of language and verbiage when we're instructing skills, just so we can ensure that from 7th grade to their senior year we are telling them the same thing, and just identifying those. Of course you have some that may come in the program a little bit later who have developed those bad habits, but all in all we do a pretty good job of addressing those and trying to fix those as soon as possible.
Absolutely. What is it about these four young ladies right here that's sitting by us? I know you have many others that you count on this season, but these four in particular.
I told the girls this the other day at practice. It feels like this year we're working backwards. So usually you start with like skill and we have really good individual skill level, and then you try to work on that chemistry stuff. But this year we have so much chemistry as a team, and they're also decent players, so we're just trying to capitalize on, moving forward with that development. But these four girls, I wish that I would have been allowed to bring the whole team, because the whole team is on the same playing level as these four. They are no different than the ones, who are currently not here right now. So that's just what makes this group so special. But they are certainly one of a kind this year.
Can you young ladies speak on that a little bit, and how Coach has confidence, obviously, in you four, but highly, speaks highly of your other teammates as well?
Well, I think compared to last year, we've got way more, I guess I could say players that really want to be here and they all want to get better. It's a huge dynamic between the past few years. And I feel like I say that every year, but it just keeps getting better.
And I also feel it's a big problem in most schools. It's like kids don't want to be coached, but it's like this group. It's like we're all willing to learn, and she's willing to coach us and learn from our mistakes.
I just feel like she knows us so well, and she's gotten to know all of our personalities really well, and she knows what we can take, what we can't take, how to correct us, and what makes us want to correct ourselves. And what Coley said, just getting better each year. The attitudes have improved over the years so much. So she just has so much confidence in us to continue to grow, and that starts with just having better attitudes and getting to know people better. I think it's great because we can, it's obvious that we all want to get better, and we all ask her for our help. So and I just feel like we build off of each other, and we can help each other because we all know our strong suits, and we're just a great chemistry with that.
Can you start back with you, and we'll work our way back down? Can you guys talk about what you've learned from Coach Lewis, off the court, things about life and day-to-day things that even after you graduate Gadsden City, you can take over into your day-to-day life?
I feel like Coach Lewis has taught us a lot more than just how to play volleyball, and how to grow as in ourselves, and not just through volleyball. As how to like go through life and see the best in it. Yeah, she teaches us how to just be better, and she teaches us great manners. And I know I had issues at one point with deciding, like making a big decision for what I was going to do in my high school years. And she helped me and just told me that like whatever my heart wants to do, that's what I need to do. And it made me end up making a really big decision. And because I made that decision, I'm so much happier. So I feel like she just helps us make decisions that are really hard on a daily basis.
I feel she has helped me grow personally from adjusting to my mistakes. She's taught me to not let the beat me down, but to just go on to the next play. And outside, she's always just there to lean on if you need help, no matter what it is. She's just always there.
I think that she's taught me the most to move on. Not only, like, it's a big thing in volleyball to move on next play, but I think it applies to outside of the sport as well. It's just really important to not focus on the thing that happened 2 seconds ago. Just move on.
Coach, what is one word that you would use to describe this team? And players, what's one word you would use to describe Coach? Coach, you go first.
I don't know if I can pinpoint one word. But if I had to, it would be entertaining.
That's awesome.
We took the team down to Foley for a play date, and the best teams in the state are down there, along with some, I think, Georgia teams, Florida teams, Tennessee teams. And there's some games we got our eyes beat in, and some games we're like, oh wow, this really might be clicking. But regardless of what we were doing on the court, it seemed like the girls always had that intention to continue to get better with our reps, but maintain a level mentality. It's kind of a double-edged sword. It's always going to be a good time on the court. We just need to be sure that we're staying between the ditches when we're in those moments of, I guess, in need of a timeout, versus, also having those stretch of 10 points that we're getting. It just seems that they are very level-headed in the means of adversity and success.
I would say Coach Lewis is very goal-oriented. She has her mind set on things often, like what she wants to get done. When you walk into practice, she has things she knows she wants to work on, but it's always things that we do need work on. And I feel like in the end, it helps us with a lot of stuff. And she just knows how to get us where we need to be, and it just helps us a lot with everything.
So what is one word you guys would describe our team as?
I thought we were describing you.
Oh no, girl, I'm done.
We're describing you. We're describing you.
Yes, sir.
For me? Oh. Get out of here.
I think that my coach is very dependable, because I feel like if I ever have a question at volleyball or outside of volleyball, that I can always ask her, and that she can help me with volleyball and outside.
I think she's very hands-on. Like with a lot of coaches you don't see them getting out here showing you. You might see them telling you what to do, but they never show you. And she's very hands-on with us, and if we don't know how to do it, she obviously knows how to do it and teaches us the right way.
I'd say Coach Lewis is determined in, as in bringing the best out of our team. So I think that's her biggest goal, is to bring us to our best ability.
Very good job with finding the loophole with the hyphens, hands-on. Very good job. You used 2 words, but you hyphenated it.
If you guys played Coach one-on-one in pickleball, what would the score be? If you guys played her in pickleball, if you played Coach Lewis in pickleball, what would the score be?
Oh, you got that. 11-0. She'd win.
Should win 11-0?
Yeah.
Can anybody score on Coach?
No, I don't know.
I think I can.
Think you can score on her?
She taught me how to play pickleball. I think I can.
In other words, Coach, they don't want that smoke.
We can handle it.
I got you. Coach, just final thoughts heading into this upcoming season.
Yeah, I'm just excited to move forward, especially with this group. Like I said, I'm really excited about this group. They've come a long way developmentally. We still have a long way to go, and I'm just excited to see what it looks like from, our first game to our last game, and seeing who we can surprise on the way.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.